Hey, what's up ladies and gentlemen, it is I am the one and only Maxi here, and I am back for yet again for the likes of the Maxi Toys videos once again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more Let's Play of Super Mario 3D All-Stars, while we're still playing through Super Mario Sunshine for the Nintendo Switch. So, last time we have basically managed to able to 100% everything in terms of Nuki Bay. Like, as a result though, we've collected the rest of those Shine Sprites there, and also we've collected the majority of the forms of those blue coins on that particular world. So today for this video is the fact that we're about to be hanging over to the forms of the next world in this game, which appears to be Pianta Village, which originally we were expecting to able to hit over to the forms of Serona Beach, but we'll save that until for last, because obviously I'm gonna do something completely different, like I said. So let's dive right in to Pianta Village. So, episode 1, Chomplets Unchained. So, or Unchanged, rather. So, either way though, yeah, let's hop into this. So, as be expected, that some of these missions usually takes place in nighttime, and then some other missions takes place in daytime. So, you know, just like in the forms of how it does in the majority of Mario Party 6, and also one of those boards in Mario Party 2, Horrorland, and pretty much is to be expected. So anyway, let's go ahead and grab that blue coin that is usually located at the very beginning of the level, and also be very careful of this bridge section, by the way, because sometimes though, if you somehow manage to able to use the actual cool flood dive technique, if you somehow manage to did that while you're able to actually go straight into the bridge, basically though, I'm presuming you able to actually get clipped again. So even though that happened to me a couple of times, whenever I managed to able to like play this on either the original GameCube hardware or the Switch version. So either way though, let's not worry about this too much about it, because, well, obviously in this mission, as you can see, that we have to able to drag those Chomplets into the actual water, so just in case they'll calm down. And then as a result though, if you manage to do with all three of them, then the Shine Sprites will appear. So, self-explanatory for the most part. So, yeah, a few things I want to explain when it comes to the forms of this discussion for this point today. That is the fact that today's day is of course the, well, not to mention, not only is the first ever day in terms of July, in this case the 1st of July, but also, get this, is the fact that we're now on to the second half of 2022. It's gone pretty alright, except in the beginning portion, I feel like, for 2022 has to offer. But regardless of everything else though, it's gone overall a lot better than I expected, because although there are still some issues here and there, but then again, we're not going to get into more details about that ever again, because obviously we are still ended up on the forms of in July already, like I said, especially noticeable for the second month of in terms of summer. So anyway, let's just go ahead and grab that blue coin from over there like we've already just collected, and of course we'll obtain a Shine Sprite as we go. So, huzzah! In fact, I did manage to did this mission within the quickest amount of time, which is, I'm not gonna lie, a pretty impressive skill-based stuff I just did, so at least that's kind of worth it on my part. So anyway, so let's move on to the next mission, which I think, fundamentally speaking, like I said, we're going to be moving on to the next mission, which does manage to take place in Pianta Village, but this time in a time of day, or different time of day. So episode 2, El Partizumal's Crazy Climb. In this case, the third and the final mission in terms of El Partizumal's Race Competition Trilogy. So, because we already come across into one in, you know, Gelato Beach and also Nuki Bay, and here we are now again, but this time around though on Pianta Village. And it's making things a little bit tricky at this time around though, as opposed to the forms of how it does on the other two missions like these, because obviously now we need to rely on a quicker time. So in this case though, is the fact that he will say that his personal record is 30 seconds, so we must aim for that time. But luckily, we can able to actually use the flood dive maneuvering technique. I was expecting if I was trying to grab the rest of the blue coins there, but I'm probably not going to risk it too much, especially noticeable about the fact that we'll save those until, you know what I mean, what if we get to the later missions to become. So anyway, so now we've actually won this, and now we just need to wait for Partizumal able to come along. So And in fact, that particular mask behind that, or essentially that man, as you can tell from the actual beard itself, is almost inspired by the ones in the forms of, I would say, an Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I can't remember what this person's name, by the way, though. For those of you who've ever know the Zelda fans, will expect able to see how this is going. But then again, though, it has been a long while since I actually played several Zelda games. At least ever since when we did another one recently, ever since the very beginning of the year, as you probably already expect, which is A Link to the Past. So hopefully we'll do another one at some point, maybe by the end of this year, if possible. So, Episode 3, the Gooby Inferno. And to make things a bit differently than the rest of the missions, well, somehow we are floodless from the very beginning. And basically, all we have to do is we need to make our way to the golden toadstool right there. And basically, though, we need to do a bit of navigation in order to actually make our way there. Now, here's actually a trick to this, though. For those of you who have ever seen my original version of this Let's Play on the GameCube version, well, you probably know exactly what I'm going to do. That basically I'm going to have to able to do a bit of a good adjustment to that, balancing that particular thing right there. And then that way, I should be safe from here. And after that, though, we can able to just walk up. And eventually, we're able to hit on to that particular, well, the tree that we can able to actually, whoa, that was close. If I somehow fall off, it'll able to kick me back out. So, we don't want to let that happen, don't we? So, yeah, just keep using somersaults, and just in case you're able to actually get yourselves a good timing jump and stuff. And say it applies to that last jump over there. And as soon as you get enough reach, then soon enough you're able to reach just fine. So, and that way, we can able to get Flood back, and of course we can able to could never forget the blue coins that we still need to grind, including some of these exclusive blue coins that we need to get for this mission entirely. Like, we've already come across into one from earlier, and there's also another one which is buried right into that lava goop. So, yeah, and as you can tell, we now stumbled across the forms of those fire goop, which if you dare touch the fire goop, basically though, you get burned, and there's no invincibility frames at all if you touch another one of those, or if you dare touch the forms of the lava goop stuff for the second time, or perhaps even later, that you will instantly die. So, yeah, because, you know, lava is too dangerous, that's to be expected. So, anyway, just like in Super Mario 64, and especially Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, so yeah, you get the idea about that. And same applies to Super Mario Odyssey as well, so, yeah, that begs the question. Although, except in the forms of in 3D Land and 3D World, because both of those games, that if you die onto the lava as you go into the lava itself, basically though, you instantly die. So, yeah, just like in any other 2D Mario games, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, speaking of the 2D Mario games, actually, relatively speaking, is the fact that it's so likely a few days' time that New Super Mario Bros. 2, in addition to that, New Super Mario Bros. 2, the Nintendo 3DS XL, specifically back in 2012, both of those things are about to become a decade old, at least until later on this month. So, yeah, I can't believe those two things came out for 10 years already. Well, almost anyway, because despite the fact that, well, we already got most of the stuff back in the forms of about a decade ago. Like, for example, with the forms of in Kid Icarus Uprising for the 3DS, and same applies to Poke Park 2 Wonders Beyond on the English version. And on top of all that stuff though, drat, I'm running out of water. Well, mind you, because of the fact that I seem to able to actually get distracted by the forms of several other blue coins I desperately need to grab. So, hopefully we'll try to farm some more of them back, such as we already did right there. So, anywho, and as far as I'm aware, also, is the fact that I'm presuming in Japan anyway, well, at least assuming it's like next month or something like that, that Kirby's Dream Collection for the Nintendo Wii is also going to be a decade old as well. Well, to be more specifically in both Japan and North America, because much like Mario Super Sluggers though, the game never saw light of day in Europe and Australia, which I still have no idea why they just took that particular release date out for the sake of the Forms of Kirby's Dream Collection, which I was expecting to get that entire compilation for myself, but it might be really difficult to find right now, especially after, well, you know what I mean, just try to able to actually just to play all sorts of other stuff. So I've been meaning to try to get that at some point in the future though, but not now though, assuming if I was trying to replace one of my games eventually. So, but again, it's just all about speculating and stuff at the moment. Oh, that was a nice dodge right there. And I'm sure enough I'll get enough water to able to actually just to not only get the next blue coin, but also we can able to clean up one of the Piantas is actually standing onto the golden toadstool. So, oh jeez, I've almost gonna almost gonna get myself screwed right there. So we'll just do a bit of a pretty cool somersault, assuming if I could able to make it up there. There we go. Thank you, Grab Ledge. You saved my life! Anyway, so let's spray into the moon, and that way we'll get another blue coin, and let's clean up the rest of the mess for that Pianta right here. Specifically the mayor. So, there we go. And that way, if you talk to him, then basically it gives you a shine sprite like so. I still really love the actual color contrast between either day or night version of Pianta Village that basically does that particular shine sprite in daytime is like normal, whilst in nighttime on the other hand though it gets like a very cool shade look. So yeah, that does look pretty cool though, at least for me anyway. So anyways, let's head back in here to do what else? Another mission. So episode 4, Chain Chomps Bath, or to be more specifically, Chain Chomps Bath for certain pronunciations, but I always attempt to call it Bath or anything else for that matter. So once again we go back to daytime of all things. So because of that though, obviously daytime is always going to take place in an even numbered missions, and then night times is always going to be takes place in the odd numbered episodes. So something's worth mentioning for those who have not seen the actual entire game of Super Mario Sunshine throughout. So seems like we're actually doing pretty alright for the sake of the Forms of Pianta Village so far. Although, mind you, whenever we get into the next mission, oh boy, it'll be hellish though. But even then, no, that again, we'll point it out whenever we get to that point. So, anyways, let's follow along with that particular... Oh god! Yeah, if I somehow touch the actual angry chain chomp while the chains are still in, like, red and stuff, basically though, that you get hit if you dare touch the chain. So, anyways, let's grab this little screw thingy right there and drag him over to the bath as we go. And sure enough, we're able to... Oh! What the hell? What the hell just happened right there? Okay. I honestly have no words to say because, well, the camera just blocks me from that view. But regardless of such, we have accomplished it within a quicker time. Huh, interesting. Oh, wait. I'm almost gonna get myself screwed over if I somehow get stuck while the chain chomp just managed to able to get into the bath. And then, basically though, if I'm basically stuck inside on this body, that'll be technically causing like soft lock or, well, just stuck in general. So, but thankfully that doesn't seem the case. So, episode 5, Secret of the Village Underside. So, in this case though, this is the where we need to use Yoshi for this, because obviously with that particular yellow Gooby stuff that only Yoshi can get rid of. So basically though is the fact that we can able to do just that. Although I'm sure there's also another possibility of way. What if I've seen the actual speedrunners of this game? They don't need Yoshi in the speed run of this game. Well, because obviously some speedrunners that always attempt to go into Pianta Village earlier on. So as a result though, it might be pretty difficult to able to do with that stuff though. I have tried it once from either the GameCube version or the Switch version. And unfortunately though, I seem to didn't pull this off. I think this is mainly due to the fact that you always have to rely on not only triple jumping, but also maybe spin jumps will do. But Either way though, it doesn't seem to happen unfortunately, but oh well, no big deal, not the end of the world honestly, yeah, and also, one thing I should probably forgot to mention about something, and that is the fact that, well, you probably already noticed, ever since the very beginning of this part, recently we've managed able to make a brand new intro for the sake of the Forms of the Maxi Toys YouTube channel department, and, yeah, let me know in the comments below for the question of the day. Do you guys liked my, new intro that I just made? Although it's kind of identical to the forms of the previous intro, except the fact that the newest one in the lineup they're able to actually include, that is the forms of My Little Pony and New Generation cast. So, yeah, I thought it was worth mentioning because, still I enjoyed the film, especially noticeable, like, despite the fact that whenever I managed to keep on researching this up on the actual Netflix app, for some reason, I just could not seem to able to find it anywhere. Like, I know Netflix can be a bit stingy at times when it comes to finding certain things on my front. Like, also, I was able to try to find Sonic the Hedgehog movie somewhere. Specifically, you know what I mean, 2020 year version. Well, at least the film is still good, but, I digress. But it's just the fact that I just couldn't seem to able to find them, so it's kind of stingy on my part. Oh boy, this is the actual obstacle course that we have to rely on Piantas Chuckster Fest. So, and for the most part it's not too bad, except on this last one. Although, I remember that Sonic did manage to able to did this mission within the first attempt. So, in this case the first try. So, I wonder if I can able to do the same thing on this version in particular. Although if not, then, oh jeez, I'm out of luck here. Well, this will do. I'm a Chuckster! Murderer! Ah! There goes my first attempt on this particular obstacle course. But oh well. At least on the upside is though, is the fact that I've got loads of extra lives. Which is especially true that, you know, unlike 64 and Galaxy 2, thankfully though, and also 64 DS as well, thankfully your lives counter does not reset at all. Oh, wait a second. How is that happening? Why is that happening? I don't get it. Alright, we'll just keep trying. Alright, I am a Chuckster. Oh, jeez. This is quite insane of this mission sometimes, though, especially that it's always the ending part that always gets to me. Like, I know you have to be so accurate with the aiming angle, but again, it's just a lot of trial and error you have to deal with here. But still. Oh, jeez. Okay, we'll just get rid of these enemies first before I talk to one of these Piantas and somehow I got hurt in the process there. Son of a biscuit! Okay, come on. There we go. Hi. Alright, let's go and talk to him, and yeah, I'm a Chuckster. Alright. Alright, so here we go with this last section again. So... oh jeez, I'm really nervous. Alright, well this will do. No, it just takes me into the wrong angle! Oh, so close! In fact, some people seem to say that they're not a big fan of this mission though, because, well, most of the time though, it's just the fact that it can be feels a bit difficult to able to get the good angle for that specific tossing for Chucksters, so I guess we'll just have to keep trying then, so okay. Good thing we're safe here. Higher, higher. Alright, so we'll just directly line him up. Are you kidding me? I'm not a fan of this one. Oh my god. I think suffice to say that this is without doubt the hardest obstacle course in the entire game, at least in my opinion. Because, you know, you always have to rely on Chucksters, like Pianta Chucksters, so Yeah, I always attempt to go for the small Pianta right here, because that way you can go even further, at least depending on what specific spot he's going to be walking onto. Whilst if you ever talk to the big Pianta, I somehow skipped him entirely, because most of the time he will toss me onto either the far right or most of the time straight on, at least depending if the actual walking distance, so... Alright, there we go, now we passed that, so... Alright, let's just get this thing and just get it over with. Hey. Alright, come on, Pianta. I need to get that shine sprite. I need to get that shine sprite. Hurry up! Oh, jeez, he's walking quite slowly all of a sudden. Come on. Alright, well, this will work. Oh! Yeah! Oh! After multiple attempts on that particular mission, though, I've somehow managed to accomplish it, so good riddance. Although, we're not done with that particular mission just yet, though, so... yeah, not good riddance. Well, thankfully, though, the red coin challenge on that particular mission wasn't all that bad, at least in my opinion, so we'll save it up until the next video, so... Anyway, back we go into Pianta Village again, and this time we are doing episode 6, Piantas in Need. So, basically though is the fact that we need to spray the Piantas, specifically 10 of them to be exact, and then basically though, if you manage to clean up the rest of the Piantas, then you get up to talk to the mayor right here. So, at least we can able to do within 3 minutes, so... should be easy if you try to find them, and I think if I recall correctly that one of those blue coins you need to talk to the big Pianta ones, well specifically the adult ones, and then the smaller Pianta ones though doesn't give you blue coins if I recall, so yeah, that might be something to behold, so... in this case though, yeah, she doesn't give me a blue coin. I think there are about 8 blue coins that we can get on this mission itself, so in this case though we actually got one just in here. So and also another thing I should probably mention about this as well, that honestly there's not much else I can say, because well, apart from the fact that we are... oh, how dare you toss me up. Well, whatever though. Oh god, almost gonna get hit by that enemy, which I somehow did anyway, so... that was a very unpredictable jump right there, I must admit though right away. So, oh well, no big dealio. Alright, so we'll get another blue coin from here. And, well, it seems totally obvious about the fact that we actually almost getting to the point where we've almost done with Super Mario Sunshine on Super Mario 3D All-Stars compilation, because, well, as far as I'm concerned, that I basically managed to speed things up on certain parts throughout the game. Mind you, a couple of exceptions aside, mainly the forms of the 100 coin shine sprites and stuff like that, and that was a weird camera angle right there, but oh well, no big deal. Nothing harms for me though either way, so... alright, so we'll just give her more of the fire goop in one of those Piantas. Come on, there we go. And sure enough, it doesn't give me anything, so that's okay. So... oh god! I almost attempted able to get burn myself from that fire goop, but good thing it didn't, so... alright, another blue coin just in that Pianta there, and only one more left, which shouldn't be that far, I don't think. So, we'll try to deal with that anyway. And there we go, and now the time stops, so in this case though we need to now make our way back to the Pianta Mayor, so we can able to actually just hit there right now. So, oh jeez, I remember that funny thing, for the sake of the forms of one of those speedrunners, is the fact that, wow, despite the fact there's a massive screw over, that if one of the speedrunners has already done the quickest time for Piantas in Need mission, basically though is the fact that he somehow run out of water, while despite the fact that he managed to use too much water bursting technique. So in this case though is the fact that, well, I've already explained about the water bursting technique ever since the beginning portion of Super Mario Sunshine on the Switch version, so there's no point for mentioning about that again, so... Anyway, so now we're done with that. Self-explanatory and easier said than done. So, I guess we are now moving on to the next Shadow Mario level. Or should I say, the Shadow Mario mission. So, let's hit in there right now. Episode 7, Shadow Mario Runs Wild. Oh jeez. He can be pretty much devastating this time around though. Especially that, well, as soon as we're able to actually just keep on damaging him by simply keep on spraying at him. Basically though, that he now decides to able to... Oh wow, I've only got 9 blue coins left. So, yeah, it seems like we've almost done with the blue coins department. So, yeah, that comes off pretty fast. So... Anyway, so every now and then, as you can see, that Shadow Mario just now runs away, while the fire goop is actually showing. So, this may actually be one of the trickiest Shadow Mario missions, but honestly, he's still pathetically easy, especially noticeable if you keep on following him along, and also just trying to get rid of a lot of fire goop and stuff. So, yep, he's already been knocked out. Ugh, I'll remember this. So anyways, let's grab the Shine Sprite as we go. And we're able to regenerate our health in the process too, if you grab the Shine Sprite as well. Alright, so we are now on to 79 Shine Sprites, and we actually got 190 blue coins so far, out of 240 of them, so yeah, we still need to collect 9 of them left on Pianta Village, and we'll grab the rest of them on, well, you probably know what's going to be coming. Episode 8. Fluff Festival Coin Hunt. In this case, it's going to be the red coin mission, so... I think this can be quite tricky for this mission sometimes, I must admit. Although, I fondly remembered when Sonic did manage to able to... Actually, hold on a second, let me just hover down here to able to not only grab that red coin that's underneath the actual Pianta Village itself, but... I believe there might be a blue coin just to be around here. So, in this case though, it might be kind of hard to find if you have a first time experiencing this. So, in this case though, thankfully we found one. So, anyways, let's just gotta find our way to get our way back up. Which, thankfully, I managed to do that pretty cool quick trick by hanging on to the actual fence as we climb along, and then thankfully I can able to easily skip the entire waiting platform kind of syndrome or something. So, and of course, to be expected, everything else is now upbeat because after all that we've actually restored everything for the likes of Pianta Village and trying to celebrate at the same time. So yeah, I guess that's to be expected. So, another thing I should probably explain about this as well, that, I suppose that, I'm presuming that, well, I think we've already, mentioned about this ever since and during the course of the actual one of those parts, that in addition to where, My Little Pony Equestria Girls movie has already become, 9 years old already, ever since about a month ago. But I think probably the UK version is also going to be 9 years old as well, at least if I was assuming correctly. Although, mind you though, is the fact that usually, relatively speaking, later on throughout the entirety of the month of July, that, actually I'll get to more now in a second though, because there's also another thing I would like to discuss, that is the fact that it's been... God, it's been like a decade ago since whenever I managed to order myself back in the day in 2012. Despite 2012 is not one of my favorite years, but regardless of everything else though, I did manage to have some very interesting DVDs that I've managed to got back in the day, which are Chicken Run, which I guess is a good thing because obviously Chicken Run Dawn of the Nuggets is going to be on its way next year, so I'm very happy about that, which I'm sure Ray the Flying Squirrel has already mentioned about this ever since in Mario Party 7, so in this case in Bowser's Enchanted Inferno board. And also, I still managed to get Pokemon the Movie 11 called Giratina and the Sky Warrior, featuring Shaman as in both land form and sky form. So yeah, at least I'm sort of glad I managed to get it, despite most people complain about Shaman to be one of the most annoying telepathically Pokemon ever because, or telepathy, when they start to speak and stuff. But I don't mind her too much, although she can be a bit, aggressively annoying at times, especially for Ash's case, but either way, though, everyone has their own opinion, so... And I can't even believe I actually got Hercules, ever since a decade ago for the DVD version. Although, it seems just kind of weird. Whenever I boot it up on my PS4, on the DVD mode, for some reason though, the screens seem to able to actually get squished, or in some cases a bit smaller than I expected, because I was expecting to able to actually have ourselves the full widescreen support, although I'm guessing I keep thinking about the Blu-ray release of the film, you know what I mean, with the 1997 Disney animated classic, Hercules. So yeah, speaking of that film actually, is the fact that, I think I already mentioned about this, that is the fact that that film is now 25 years old in the North American version. So yeah, it looks like time flies, doesn't it? Although I'm sure that most people already know about the film's the amazing classic film. Well, despite most people loved it, including myself still, but some of the people didn't seem to think it's one of the strongest, but when it comes to likely films to ever came out of, but I have no idea why. Oh jeez, a bit of lag going on right here, especially for that, you know, trying to open up the map and stuff, but it can be inconsistent sometimes when it comes to frame rate drops, even if you're trying to open up a map most of the time. But it doesn't bother me too much though, oh god! That almost slipped back. Alright, I guess that's kind of random, but anyways, let's hop on here and grab the rocket nozzle, but before we grab that, we need to take care of the bluebird, so we can able to keep on spraying at him to get ourselves, what else? Another blue coin, as soon as we hear that jingle. But before I grab that, let's grab that rocket nozzle, so just in case we can able to go back up there again. So, oh, that was almost like an instant obtainable when it comes to likely, actually, if I'm missing something here, I know for the fact that the last red coin is going to be somewhere, not just on that tree though, but the ones it's usually on the center of course I already checked it around here because of that. I have no words to say, because although I would like to mention about more details about other infos and stuff like that for the majority of this month, but honestly though, I think I should probably save that up until when it gets to likely next Monday, until, well, by that time, speaking of which though actually, we might able to actually just wrap things up in this entire Super Mario Sunshine game on the 3D All-Stars version at some point. So yeah, it's gone a lot faster than I expected. Although mind you though, it's more accurately like almost the exact same length as the forms of how it does it on the GameCube version Let's Play, despite the fact that, well, oh god, okay. At least we're safe here, I think. So, anyways, let's just keep on climbing up and make sure that we don't mess up this time. So, alright, this is getting... okay, there we go. Alright, so we'll just grab that and try to blast us off to almost the very top. And, well, exponentially, we made our way there. And there's the last red coin just on that little platform up there. So we'll blast off from there and obtain that. And there we go. The Shrine Sprite is right where the 3 clouds were. And how do we get there? Well, basically we need to use that fluffy stuff in order able to, well, make our way there. Oh, dang it, one of them has got away. Great, we need to find another one, appears to be somewhere. Although I found one as usually... oh wait, I see that drop shadow, so in this case we'll try to hop on to one of those... oh jeez, okay. Go on, climb up. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was a close one. Although, the hardest part about this for me though is getting off and trying to go off the bed landing on the cloud. So, oh boy. I'm actually... whoa, 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 whoa! Oh my god! Oh... that was a close one. I'm almost gonna get myself screwed over. If I fell off, I have to do the entire collectathon again. But thankfully though, I somehow lived. Woo-wee! Wowzers. Oh my god, I honestly have no words to say, so... Jeez Louise, that almost scared me. So, with that being said though, I think we'll probably gonna have to end things off at this point right here. So join me next time for more of Let's Play of Super Mario 3D All-Stars while we're playing through Super Mario Sunshine. We're also able to wrap things up in Pianta Village and head over to the last world before the final world. So I'll see you guys until next Monday. Later fellas.